Okay, today we are out in Palmilla at a house that is under property management, and that's what the video is going to be talking about today, property management in Cabo. And I am joined with Julie and Johnny, who are managing this house and have quite a few rentals in Cabo. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thank
Great,
you.
thanks for having us.
All right, so can you give a little background? How'd you guys, I think you have upwards of 30 properties under management in the Cabo area. How did you guys get into the business of property management here?
Well, that's a good question. It all happened for us around COVID. We were both in California. I was working in the wine business, and that's actually also how I know Johnny, my restaurant. So he had a service background and saw opportunity down here. I also sold real estate in California, and Johnny did some property management in different places. So it was a natural fit to come here when it was booming and start a business here.
Yeah, no, with hospitality background, restaurants, hotels, and then into some property management in Maui and some other places. It was a natural fit. I've been coming down to Cabo for 30 years, and why not move here?
So yeah, just started the business, and you both have either real estate or hospitality backgrounds, which obviously doesn't hurt. I wanted to talk about you guys mainly. So I have property here, and our property is generally done on a long-term basis, which I kind of like because most people here do short-term. You guys just basically focus a little bit on short-term, right? Maybe even mid-term. Can you talk about maybe the differences for short-term, mid-term? Do you have clients that maybe mix it up, like, you know, they're going to be using it, or just strictly short-term?
Sure.
Yeah, we have we focus primarily on vacation rentals. Sometimes people will come in with the vision of wanting to do a vacation rental, and it works out better for them to do long-term because of perhaps where the place is located, or they want more steady income. Obviously, you're going to make much more during the season versus the off-season. So some people do a mid-term kind of 3-month rental here and there, which does throw off the momentum, but it does give some security as well. So we do both, but primarily we stick with vacation rental. Yeah.
No, yeah, long-term's great for some people. Typically, the clientele that we're working with is looking either for an ROI, an actual ROI on their investment or purchase. And a lot of people are just supplementing monies to keep it going while they come down for vacation in their own place that they've bought. So that's really what we focus on more than long term.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, do you have people that you might be doing a short-term rental for? And one of the best things about short-term rentals is you're going to get a little bit more money, it might be a little bit more headache, but you can use the place. So I'm just curious, do you have people that go short-term because they're going to end up using it, but then it really just turns into more of a rental property, and they're just like, hey, just keep the money coming in and we're good?
Yeah, there's been quite a few people that have, got one place and it does do well, and then they end up buying another place, one place they live in and one place they rent out. So
Yeah.
that definitely does happen, but it's often because people want to do short term so they can be taken care of when they arrive, and they do like to come visit at times and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you said, we've had several people who have one place in mind of, again, having it for themselves during the holidays or time when they want to come down, or family, and renting it out to, take care of the place and make sure somebody's taking care of the place as well while they're not here. And it's turned into, hey, we're going to buy another place, and this one will just be ours, and we're going to rent this one. Or several people have said, let's rent both and keep that ROI coming in all the time.
That's the great thing about property down here too, is like a lot of people, they'll be, say like a client, I'm thinking that's like 55 years old. They're like, we're going to use this in 5 years when we retire full time.
Absolutely.
And then they might end up, having a place in like Italy. And this just ends up being like a cash cow for them, or, things change. But
Yeah, for sure.
I'm interested too, do people, it seems like, are people buying, what percentage would you say is buying like purely investment, or it's like a vacation rental that they want to use?
That's a good question.
It's more people that are buying like they want to use the place, or?
I mean, almost everyone is looking for, minimum at least have all their bills paid and when they can come visit. But I'd say about 50% are looking to like make a high ROI. I don't know if that answers your question. What do you
Yeah,
think,
no, I think that's right. I think I would say almost I would say 70% of the people that are buying are looking to rent it out and get whether it's ROI or again paying bills, and they have a place that's paid for,
Yeah.
right? And the bills are being paid and all of these things. So I would say it's like 70-30 that way. You're absolutely correct with people who come down here. However, also as well buying a different place, or maybe this is their second or third home, and they just see the rental keeps going, so they enjoy that part about it.
All right. One thing about property management that I've noticed is like the barrier of entry is pretty low. And the reason I bring that up is like you don't need to necessarily have a company, you don't necessarily need to have much money to get started. So a lot of people can do it. As a result, there are some horror stories from people using bad property management, whether like the guy is like partying in the unit or, just not even being, responsive or responsible at all. So can you kind of just say maybe a couple things about how you guys, maybe like typical clients and how you guys are handling things and how you separate, once you have a certain amount of scale that you guys are set up, your professional shop, and not only that, but you have, we're in this place right here, which, some of your rentals I'm sure are maybe 4 digits a night or more, just like this one. But do you get clients maybe that are working with somebody else before that was unprofessional and they're just looking?
Yeah, it's been obviously interesting starting this company to where we are now, and we've moved very fast and very fortunate for that. In order to do a company right, and most people know this, you have to have a good basis, and it is something that we take pride in. Is we have actual employees. We have people that have been with us for 3 years the whole time, and yeah, you have to do it because not only you love it, we love the places such as this one, and obviously the clients that we have are amazing. We've formed great relationships with them, but it's a trust thing, and when people buy houses and condos that are no matter what the price, they want to know it's being taken care of. So we do things differently than what we saw was going on down here. And for example, just a couple of quick examples one is every week we go into every unit and check everything, from literally the lights to the remotes to flushing the toilets, turning waters on. Everything gets checked that we go through, and we make sure everything is perfect, not only for the rental, but just so the owners know it's being taken care of. Another example is we take pictures. After every cleaning, we take a picture of the entire place and send it to the owners, just so they know every time it's being taken care of correctly, they can see it. And it's these little things and details that we actually pride ourselves on. I like to say we give 5-star service for 4-star prices. But that's what it's about, really, really high-end service, trusting, having our clients trust us. And there is, unfortunately, in this business, there are people that don't do a great job. We've been lucky enough to get a lot of places from people that just have been referred to us, that were with another company, weren't happy for whatever the situation was, and we've had longevity with that now.
Yeah.
You just brought up something too. Property management's a pretty large topic, but you guys literally have the entire shop set up. So if somebody's, hey, I'm going to be renting out my place short term, and they're like, oh my God, how do I pay taxes? Or like, how do I get the utilities set up in my name? You guys literally do A to Z, right?
Yeah. I think another reason that we've been successful is that I think a lot of people here don't necessarily do it full time, and this is something that we do full time. So it's it's a constant moving. But yeah, we do set up everything, and it's all inclusive. That's why it's important. We're partners, and Johnny does the property management, and I do the hosting, and so we're connected all the time about what's going on in all the properties, and in control of everything from bills to being clean to renting it out. There's no other parties involved.
I think a lot of people, one of their main questions is going to be pricing. It's funny because there's a development in Tezal, and they're doing it in-house.
Mm-hmm.
Like they won't let you, which is not very common here to be honest. But their theory was like, hey, we're going to keep rates like a hotel, so there's not going to be fluctuating all over the place, things like that. But they had their in-house thing, and they were charging 35%. And the guy, I was like, well, why are you charging? And you go, hey, we can set you up on a phone call with this guy. He'll explain why he charges what he charges and like what he does. I'm like, no, I know what he does. I'm just like, I'm asking like why he's charging 35%. So anyway, just on pricing, I know you guys are competitive, but there are people that throw out, and look, even some of these hotel owned properties, it's up to like 50%, but you guys are very competitive on price.
Absolutely, and that sometimes is why we get clients too. They're paying 35 and not getting that worth. We're not close to 35. I don't. Again, we're looking for longevity, good clients, everyone happy. Of course, pricing is part of that, not just service and quality. Yeah, it's amazing when you tell me it's 35 or higher. It's just insane to think that it's that high, to be honest with you. But we're fortunate we can do it for much less than that and still have a great business.
I mean, it's one of the things here. It's like a lot of people that come down to Cabo, they buy a place. They might be buying a place from somebody that they really don't know. And then they're only coming down here and spending 1 week out of the year, so they don't really have somebody to bounce stuff off of, so they don't really have anything to frame off of, and then they'll be like, hey, I'm with this person for that. So anyway, that's part of the reason I'm doing this video, to introduce you guys. One more question is, where are you guys? Is it just the Cabo area? Are there plans to grow past that, or it's mainly Cabo San Lucas, San Jose, or what?
Yeah, we are primarily San Jose and Cabo San Lucas. We do go all the up to like Negreño Ranch per se, but we do keep it local here for the most part.
Yeah, and I think that over Maine. I think obviously San Jose and Cabo, there's a good distance between the two, but not too far in order to handle everything. And we have people set up in San Jose and Cabo, and we're overseeing it, obviously, and very hands-on. But I don't think you'll see us go to, outside that realm. I think focusing here where we live is the right thing to do, to keep everything, 5-star quality.
Okay, so final question. What types of properties are you guys looking to acquire, and how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, great question. We have properties that go from condos all the way to large villas, such as this one that we're in. Our target really is twofold. We love villas. We do very well with them. We've had incredible clients and renters, and that's kind of our focus. However, condos, unique condos. We have one that's been on International House Hunters. We have some very unique properties, really, we will look at anything, and we'll make a decision with the owner, of course, that everyone's comfortable and wants to do it. And Julie?
Yeah, we have a couple of great ones coming up. We have one in Ritzadoon coming online, and also Celesta. But yeah, anyone who's looking to rent and great partner.
And that would be the company name is Cabo Rentals and Vacations, correct?
Correct, CaboRentalsandVacations.com. You can certainly reach out, and any questions that we can help with, even if you don't have a villa or a condo, we'd be more than
Absolutely.
happy to help with.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.